pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Welcome, everyone. Before we do our consideration of the agenda, or while we're there, I should say, we want to make a few extractions from our agenda. Under action item J, we want to take out on C, we'll take out C Maxwell, which is, and T Brist. And under renewal, non-renewal of classified staff, we're going to take out number 8 and number 12. Get those numbers right? Yep. Okay, so now we need a consideration of our agenda, please. The motion.
Move to approve our agenda.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Consent agenda, claims of 319, 326, 49, minutes from 310. I need a motion?
Oh, I think it is reading.
Oh,
No. I'll make a motion to put the claims in minutes.
I'll second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
He's giving some sharing the wealth and something else. Well, everybody got quiet. I figured maybe.
Yeah. Anybody opposed? Okay, public comment? Do we have any public comment? Okay. Discussion, the board governance calendar.
We did it.
Copy it, right?
So we re-shared this last month, just to remind ourselves of what we have in our sort of year at a glance board governance calendar. So we were gonna kind of just discuss. I guess if we want to make any changes, add any things, that's what the as is. Just kind of see if you have any.
Yeah, there was something I was looking at. What's it? So I think what we need to do is to get back on this and let the people know the month ahead that they are
Invited to come,
invited to come in
conversation with
the
us.
next month
Right.
and see, you know, how that would go.
So what do you think about, since we obviously kind of fallen off the wagon with that a little bit, or whatever you want to call it, fallen off the plan. What if we think about which groups we for sure would like to have a conversation with before the year is over, and maybe invite them to May, even though it says just fire auxiliary,
Right.
like we
Right.
want others as well. What do you guys think about that? Just like, who do you think would be kind of key that we want to make sure? I'm kind of thinking the local ones, right? Like maybe not Flag High School and FVCC and things like that, but the local things. So PTO is always represented every month. So do you think that they would, maybe some members would want to become
Probably.
conversation?
I just need to, are you still PTO?
Oh, I looked at you. I'm so sorry.
Well, because her name's on here, I was like, do we need to?
Because I did it last year, because Shannon and I got together to kind of figure out what the PTO had contributed towards things.
I mean, so right here, we have a representative from the church, a representative from the auxiliary.
Right.
Representative from, PTO, so we could just kind of do those three maybe. That'd be good.
They get caught up a little bit on that.
Catch up.
So,
Okay.
everybody, all the board members are editors of this document. So we
Yes.
can even just in the notes, make notes between now and a week or so before the next one.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Anything else? Okay, I think that's good for a start. I just have that on every month. because
Right,
You never know
right,
when they come up. So I just kind
okay,
of want to get our eyes back on it. That was it.
yes, get back on it every month. Committee reports, PTO.
We just did our bingo and we made $2,880 and some change. And I did pull reports from the last school year. We started out with profit of like 1,400, 1,500, and then this year was 24 and 28. So this is really a great event. Definitely bringing in more people. There was over 50 the last two events. So over 50 people. And it's not really families of our kids, really. It's not parents. It's community members,
Community
which is
members,
great.
yes. Yeah, I'm starting to see more and more community members
Mhm.
come.
Just that.
It's not that we don't want parents, we do, but I'm just saying that
But we're drawing in
we're drawing an additional crowd.
Yeah.
So we have coming up next is Mom's Day out on May 9th. We're still looking for vendors. We've got 13 or 14 right now. and We like to have at least 20 different vendors there. We have a coffee truck coming. And then we have somebody that is going to be catering from in the kitchen. So,
We're traveling that weekend, or I would jump in.
Yeah.
Or something.
I think that's it from PTO.
Okay, teacher rep. Anything?
Anything.
Okay. Clerk report, you saw that.
I did reach out to our auditor because he is way behind. And I asked him a tough question, like, do we need to look at a different auditor or are you gonna get this done? And he replied that he expects to have it done before our next board meeting. He would love to retain us as clients. And he is feeling better. He was having some medical issues. He hired somebody to come in and help him get caught up on stuff. So
Can we get in any sort of like trouble for?
he can.
So long he can, but we
Mhm.
cannot. As long as we
OPI,
have
I
everything.
think, emailed you, me, and Ross
Okay.
when it first became delinquent.
Uh-huh.
Just so that we know that we're delinquent, but for him to hold him accountable.
Okay.
So, yeah. The Bridge Alliance policy quotes are here. Open enrollment begins May 4th. I have a meeting on Friday to try to get more information. But yeah, I have the policies, but I don't have the details about the policies. You know what I mean? Like I have our cost sheet.
Right.
I have that. So I'm hoping on Friday we'll get more information so I can get it out because May 4th is coming up soon.
It is.
And I forgot to actually attach the budget versus actual. Let me do that now. But we are looking really good. Yeah,
Last month looked good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. And we don't have subs, but our sub pool money is still up there. Like we spent 63% of our budget and we're in April.
Can we add that to discussion or something, the sub thing?
Yeah, I emailed Marcia today and asked her if the county can offer us any support of any kind.
How we can incentivize to get full or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Are we kind of in line with the other schools are paying for subs?
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought we were.
Do we need to add $5 a day just for gas? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a problem. We need to.
Yes, and it's not a problem just here.
I know.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We're good.
All right, principal report.
Right. So we have had some shuffling around with kids, but we're still, with our pluses and minuses, we're still at 141 students, which I think is always fun when it happens that way. I have submitted an application for an MTSS grant that will allow our staff to be trained in the process and help us set it up with Marion. Here at Marion, the results should be released in the next several weeks. So how that will work is it actually is a trainer that meets with the team every month and then meets with the admin and meets with the team, and meets with every month for the whole year to get them trained on MTSS. So MTSS is multi-tiered systems of support, and it's essentially how all different areas of instruction work together within a building to support the whole child. So we have classroom instruction, Title I, which is considered Tier 2, and then Tier 3, which is special education, and everything in between, and how they all work together to make sure every child is getting exactly what they need. It's really popular in almost every school. We've had kind of a looser version of it here. We want to really tighten it up to make sure every kid is getting what they need to be.
It's not just academic, right?
Yes, it's behavioral, social, everything. Yeah. I've been conducting regular classroom walkthroughs still with timestamp feedback shared directly with teachers. I supported some staff with instructional strategies and classroom management where needed. We continue to work with mass testlets and student performance data. That's a whole nother thing. Come see me if you want to talk about that, because that's a long deal. But we continue implementation of the makeup testing system, including coordination, scheduling, and communication with families. This will allow one of our paras to be our makeup testing coordinator. So if a student misses a test in class, not a state test, but just a regular classroom assessment, instead of pulling them and having to miss more class time or more instruction because they were absent for that day, the makeup testing coordinator will actually call and arrange with parents a time that they can bring them before or after school to that makeup testing coordinator will give that test and monitor that child to take up that test. We've just seen with the absences and missing tests, they lose more instruction time, and we want to try to make sure to the best of our ability that there's protection for that instruction time. We just don't miss more and more because we're behind on testing. Okay, Sherry took the words out of my mouth. I'm beginning to explore the possibility of hiring a full-time in-house substitute / staff relief member. This position will provide consistent classroom coverage while also supporting staff collaboration, training opportunities, IEP meetings, and student needs. So the role will be flexible and evolving, allowing for responsive support across the classrooms, assist with projects, help with general organization tasks. The goal is to increase instructional continuity while creating more opportunities for staff growth and collaboration. So I'll create a job description and check with MTSBA and present it to you for our May board meeting. Essentially, it's a full-time staff member that's in the building that serves as either a substitute if we need it, or covers for IEPs, helps in classrooms with big projects, reads with kids. It's just more of a flex position to cover whatever we need. And this would also really allow us the really important part of getting our paras to collaborate with the classroom teachers, because we have a push-in model, and those teachers and paras never have time to get together and work and plan instruction together. So this way, we can have someone in-house that will weekly allow those paras to go in and help learn the skill, what a teacher expects, what she wants to see in little group, push-in groups, whatever they want from the para. This will allow that collaboration to happen. Or if a teacher would like to, say, use their prep time to meet with another teacher, they don't have the same prep time as anyone else. This would allow that person to step in, cover the prep for that person, or that time for that person, so those two teachers can collaborate. Just kind of a constant presence to help with any task needed.
And just follow-up question, would that be somebody paid as a full-time teaching position, or would that just be
Like a sub
rate?
Yeah, just a sub rate person. So they could be called a para. They cannot be called a classroom aide because they have to be highly qualified for that. So they'd be just like I'm working with MTSA to figure out a name.
Yeah.
Because we don't want them to have to go through the para pro training, because they're not going to be giving instruction. They're just coverage and help. They're essentially what a classroom aide used to be before ESSA.
I just went to budget, like, will that be costing us the same as like a teacher position?
Not necessarily, just because we will have a sub available at all times, and essentially,
Right,
you know,
yeah,
we
that's what I'm
always
just
need
trying
one.
to kind of.
Yeah, it's a loose.
You're thinking sub salary versus teacher salary.
Correct, yeah.
Yep, yeah. Okay, so the next is, I address multiple student behavior incidents with a focus on safety, accountability, and restorative follow-up. We supported staff in managing student behaviors in real time and continued my Friday morning drop-off events. We had I don't know if you guys saw, it was so cute. The local fire hall came, and they were all dressed up and they brought their dog, and it was really super cute. I have a bunch of little kids that think I'm a firefighter now, which is so fun. And so I did send that picture to the local police department and the sheriff saying, see, the firefighters came. And so hopefully we'll get a response from them. And we're just excited. Yes. The structured recess is going really well. The kids actually really like it. Right now, they're stuck on kickball. They want to keep playing kickball. So when we get a new game, we introduce kickball first. And every week we get a new game, and the kids actually seem to really like it. Say, well, now I know what, if I don't have anything to play, I have something that's already going. I can just go join. So far it's going really well. We've had kickball, ultimate frisbee, blob tag, and then this week is like a cone, capture the cone type game. So.
Great. Thank you. Assistant principal report.
Okay, so this past month has been especially busy as we continue to manage limited substitute teacher availability as a
Seems to
result.
be a common theme.
Yes.
I have spent a significant amount of time covering classrooms to ensure continuity of instruction for our students. In addition to classroom coverage, I've participated in IEP meetings to support student needs and compliance. I also completed 10-hour edu protocol training alongside Brad, Katie, and Deborah Shin. This professional development will support more engaging and effective instruction strategies moving forward. And then as we begin planning ahead, it's time to consider priorities for next year's PR days and identify areas of focus that will best support student and staff growth.
Okay. Yep, thank you. Okay, action items. Acknowledge receipt of Imagine If, the solution of partnership. So we all know that they are giving up on us, pretty much. So they sent the letter that the termination will be effective on July the 1st, which they will no longer be bringing books out and picking up books. So it is pretty much open for discussion. They did send a cost analysis out. And it says pretty much it costs them $52.96 for every time they come out. So anybody have anything to add to that?
Or if anybody wants to see this.
Or use the letter.
It came after the agenda was already posted.
So one thing I would like to add is that, yes, there were not very many people utilizing the service. There was only 2 or 3, I believe, which of course is not sustainable. However, I was hoping the conversation prior would have been nice to say, hey, we're seeing issues. Is there any way you can get this up? Can you advertise it more? Can you put a sign on? Can you do a challenge, to try to get these numbers up, or we can't keep doing this? So they did seem in their letter that they were willing to discuss those things, which I think is hopeful. That, volunteers, seeing if someone can go out and get the books versus this responsibility solely being on them. So hopefully we can save this partnership. And it's not completely, they said they had decided for that letter. However, they were willing to open up the conversation, which I think is pretty hopeful. I think it is a valuable tool for the few people that do use it, and I would like to expand it, and let kids know they can use it, and teenagers and homeschool families and things. I just think we just didn't give it the push that it needed to get to stay worth their time and effort.
Do you know if they pull the machine out of the lobby? Do people in the community have the option to go online?
Yeah, so they go online and they can reserve the books that they want, and then it gets brought to the machine in the lobby, and then they use that machine to just scan and say that they've picked it up, or scan and say they've returned it. So that's, yeah.
I had actually gone in there and offered to do some of the driving and they never called me back. So that was at least a year ago, but so that's irritating.
Because I actually, quite a while ago, took some books back and picked some up one time too. So I think Miss Sampley was doing it and she couldn't, so I did it. And the same thing, I'm like, so she's like, oh yeah, we're working on it. And then nothing. So maybe, because I'm looking at this and it says 60 visits, assuming weekly. I don't know how many weeks they think are in a year, but
Well, they don't do the summer, because it's not open during the summer.
I know, but sorry, they have 60.
So,
Oh, that's true. Or is it 60 one-way trips, maybe, like 30 round
But
trips?
that's not, yeah, 60 visits. I'm like, oh, maybe their math isn't correct.
And yeah, that's paying the employee to do it apparently.
Mhm.
And the
Hourly
mileage.
wage.
Well, at one point, the lady that was doing it was the library director, and we don't even have her do it.
Right? I mean, a lot of us,
Makes less.
really not be that big of a deal.
And I think one thing that I wanted to make clear about all of this is that Marion tends to get the outside look, like we're not part of the valley because we're out some one of the farther reaches of it. We are just, our money is just as green as someone in Whitefish or in Kalispell. And so I would like, my frustration was, we matter too, and we at least should have gotten a, hey, can you fix this before we pull it? Like, can you, this isn't working for us, which is totally makes sense. I mean, their numbers, if they're accurate, yeah. But we'd like the opportunity to fix it.
It would have been nice to know ahead of time.
Sure,
that
so we
could
could send
address
someone.
it.
Yeah. And in a public forum, I would like to acknowledge the things that the Flathead Library has done for us. They were not able to keep our branch open because of the loss that we had here, as well as some financial things. But they did donate, I would say a good 80% of our books that are in our children's library in the school were gifted to us from the Flathead Library. They did not have to do that. And so when I was asked about this, I wanted to make sure that they were not vilifying. We're just saying, hey, we wish would have been included in the conversation, and also acknowledging the amazing thing that they did for our community also.
They also did provide some furniture. for
Yeah,
us.
provided some furniture. They helped us find a good system for our library. They did a whole bunch of work to get those books recorded into our new system. So they did do a lot of work for us too. So I want to make sure that is acknowledged because I want to be completely fair.
So Nikki, does that mean that if we were able to keep this going, that you'd be willing to do drop offs and pick up?
That's, I mean, I ask someone in my household lives to town many times a week
Right.
and back. But
Because I do too. I work in
Yeah.
town as well. I just don't want to be the only one in my
as my
I will also volunteer to drive because I'm at the library a lot. So
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because if we could keep it, I don't care if there's only one family that's using it.
Yeah.
If it's a need, I'd like to still be able to provide that because you never know. Next year, there might be more families that need it, but you know. I would be willing to help with that. But I don't want to be the.
Yeah, no, and it's fun sometimes when a kid gets going on a series and we only have like two and you can, I mean, we probably aren't listed as one of those two people, but we have used it before.
Yeah.
How often do they come out?
Once a week.
It's 2 times a year.
Can
Right.
we address that?
Potentially, yes.
Weekly visits.
I just want to make sure, like, I will try to communicate this,
Yeah.
and, you know, keep it open and be like, hey, we want this to be positive, but
Mhm.
you know, like we've got people that are
Mhm.
willing to drive and volunteer their own time and gas. And that's even for these 2 or 3 families that use it, some of these women, this is the time that they get out of their house and they get to go and get their books and say hello to Miss Teresa. And that's a big deal for some people. So I think it's important to keep it as much as we can. Because a lot of us, you know, there was a comment, well, don't they have cars to go to the Flathead Library? I don't think you understand how terrible the weather is sometimes. And on top of that, a lot of people that use this, they can't drive that far or in the dark or whatever. And this is really their only option. And I don't want to take that away from them.
I work by the library and sometimes I can't make it in there. Like 4 minutes. Nope, none of the time. Yeah, it just doesn't always work. So.
Do you think it would be worth, our time and energy to draft a letter to them and explaining that we would like to meet with someone?
Yeah.
And see what we could do to salvage it, even if we did it every other week.
Yeah.
You know, make up something here where we can, you know, try to meet some of the needs of our community members. Okay.
Yeah. I will make a draft of that and send it to you. You guys can rip it apart and I'll put it back together.
Okay, sounds like a deal.
So we still need to acknowledge that we received.
Yes, we need to acknowledge that we received the
So I
letter.
will Move to acknowledge receipt of the dissolution.
I'll second.
Any more discussion?
Real quick, is there any way that we would get in trouble if we didn't deliver? Like if our volunteers can't? You guys know how the library works. Just do it the next week.
Oh, like if Nikki was scheduled to pick up on French, like I can't do it. I mean, we could always reach out to the other people that. Whoever volunteers, you know, if we can keep in communication, have a phone.
I think the only
We can have
exception
a
was
text.
someone had a hold and only is held for 10 days or something,
Right.
and then that lapsed. That person could do that.
Does this apply to returns as well?
Yeah, and they got rid of fines too.
Oh, they did.
So,
That's where
yeah.
it's going. Okay.
I
There's-
think just you'd have to communicate with whoever had a book that they're expecting.
Do they come on a specific day?
They come on Fridays.
They come.
I was just worried about fines. So if they don't
Yeah.
have-
Yes.
No,
Sorry.
Oh, that's a good question.
Good point.
Okay, all those in favor?
Hi.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, we're going to table the next item. Okay, C, accept letters of resignation from Jay Maxwell.
Do I read? I don't know what to do. Do I read the letter? Okay,
Read it, or you can just
okay.
speak.
Or just,
I'll just read it because I'll cry if I don't. It is with a full and grateful heart that I submit my resignation as superintendent principal of Marion School, effective at the conclusion of this school year. This decision was not one that I was seeking, nor was it made lightly. I was approached with an opportunity that caused me to pause and deeply reflect on my growth, my goals, and the path ahead. After much thought, I have decided to take this next step in my professional journey. Serving at Marion School has been one of the greatest honors of my career. I'm incredibly grateful for the trust you placed in me, for your support along the way, and for the opportunity to lead and grow with this community. I have learned so much during my time here, lessons that I will always carry with me. What I will treasure most are the relationships. The staff, the students, the families, and this board have made Marion truly a very special place. I'm proud of the work we've done together and the culture we've continued to build, one that's centered on connection, care, and high expectations for all. Please know I'm remain fully committed to Marion School throughout the remainder of the year. I will continue to serve our students, staff, and community with the same dedication and care. And I'll do everything I can to ensure a smooth and successful transition. So I thank you for your leadership, your support, and the opportunity to be part of this incredible school.
okay, does anybody have anything to add? Okay. I will make the motion to accept her resignation.
Second the motion.
Any more discussion?
is it common practice to post it on social media? Is that the primary place to get that information?
As far as the post that was made,
Yeah,
it is common practice with admin to let the board know, let the staff know, and then let the community know, because normally communities and staff members with gossip, it tends to cause a bigger problem. So you just let everybody know all at once, and that way it's just an open communication.
Was that like a, what do you call it? Was that automated system used as well?
No, I just posted.
I would have preferred if it was not just Facebook, because I check it so infrequently, and I found out several significant things that were going on in Marion just last night or something, and it was a little alarming to think that I'm not getting any papers anymore. And I like getting papers.
Do you get the, like when they do the automated reminders, like at?
I get all those, yeah.
Okay. So that would work as well?
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
We talked about that at one point, right? Where one system, but you have to pay for that service, right? Where one system disseminates. it.
Yeah. Right now, it was like 4,800.
Don't we already have something through our student information system?
Just to push out, it sends text, phone, and
And email, I think.
email,
You
but
can choose what you wanted to
I
say.
mean, cross-country, your meet gets canceled, and me and my husband get all the reminders, so it would have been nice.
Yeah.
It felt like if I hadn't checked, I feel like I would have missed a pretty major thing.
there is a character limit, which is why I didn't choose to go that route. It's pretty small. I'm like, what you can put in.
Yeah,
So
maybe you could send a link, link the post even, because the Marion Facebook just feels like it can go weeks with nothing, like cute kids on the playground, and then all of a sudden it's pretty major news items and things. And I have only one kid in the school now, whereas before, when there was multiple kids, I would hear it from maybe one of the teachers. So,
Could do like important staffing update, see.
Right, just like do a brief character thing
mhm.
with a blast and then follow up with additional, like you said, a letter or. Do something in the teacher newsletter, something.
Well, what got me to go on the website or on Facebook to look it up was I'm really curious about the calendar for next year, if that's been decided or if there's Mondays off or all that good stuff. And the most current calendar was 22-23. That's a long time ago.
On our
Yeah,
website?
yeah, on the website.
Or on
It's
our,
at-
on
It was
Facebook?
lunch menu was up to date, but the calendar was 22-23.
Okay.
So I said, well, that's not gonna answer any questions. And then I got scrolling and reading. And
Hold on, as well.
Yeah, we're.
Yeah. Look at
The
that.
calendar links up at the top of the website.
Google
So it's
Sites.
under parent and it's under parents.
so it's under something
It's
else.
under
not-
parent and students and then go to calendar.
Where were you clicking, Nikki? Just. letting me know.
I believe it was at the bottom where it says, like, there's the lunch menu, and this might be different on a mobile browser.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking at my phone.
And you're sure you're on the
Just
right
Google
website?
Berrien, Montana school calendar, it
Yeah.
pops right up to 25,
It's
26.
25-26,
Did on my phone earlier.
Marion School.
So there's the thing is like, there's an old Marion School website.
Yes.
And this is.
It's at the bottom,
Site.
should
You
I?
might be going to the wrong one.
Nope.
Maybe.
There's a link at the bottom. for
Is
the
there?
bottom one.
Well,
Thank you.
Yeah, but I believe you.
Yeah, I just got it
Good.
22-23.
Good thing to know.
Yeah, thanks for bringing
On
it
the
up to us.
homepage,
Homepage, very bottom.
below the,
So-
we can always use.
That's where we go,
Calendar
yeah,
to
that's
lunch
where we
menu.
go for lunch menu and everything.
Is that only on the mobile? Because I'm not seeing that.
I don't see it on here at all.
Let me just.
Yeah. Wait,
I just pulled it up. It says 25, 26.
It might be different on your phone than on a
not
laptop.
Right, but
Search calendar.
Search.
You command it
But-
calendar. So I found it fastest.
I just need to find out where that's at so I can use it.
I don't know. But we
Right
believe
there,
you.
that's it.
Oh, okay.
If you click on that, it goes 22.
So show her, so she's.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
It looks very official.
You're right.
Well, it was.
Wasn't.
Okay.
Agree. To me, that doesn't look like. Just like.
It is, down at the bottom, it says sites.google.com, and there's a link to it.
Okay, yep.
Is that
Those
the,
little buttons down there.
is that the site one, the one that we consider?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
Good catch.
When I click on that, it goes 25 minutes calendar.
so it is on mine.
We're
too.
breaking the internet.
We will get this figured out
Okay, we'll
tomorrow.
Figure it out.
We need to dwell on it right now.
Yeah, we'll get it figured
But,
out.
but to your point, like for important things, we'll make sure that they're shared in. a way
Yeah.
that You can, so we need to have access. Thank you for the feedback. Yeah.
We have a motion and a second.
Right,
Right,
all right.
now we're discussing.
You said additional discussion, so I
Yep.
will.
That's what we're at. No, no, you're good. To just take. a-
Okay, back to our motion. Yeah, yeah. So all those in favor?
Hi.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Excuse me. Okay. Consideration of renewal of tenured staff. B starts.
We forgot him last month, sorry.
I thought you forgot. No, that's there. Okay. Because you guys said, no, he has one more year, I think was the discussion. Yeah.
Move to renew Brett Schwartz.
I will second.
Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Yeah. Okay, consideration of renewal, non-renewal of non-tenured staff. Oh, excuse me.
Like we used to.
Rapid fire. Hold on, I got it.
Rapid fire.
Are you recommending all of those for renewal versus other?
Yeah,
Thank you.
these
That's what I, before we just do the rapid fire, we need to make sure.
Okay, I'm just gonna do one of them talking things. It's smart.
I will make a motion to approve Lisa Jones.
Second.
Any discussion?
Tell me when you're done.
All those in favor?
Go ahead.
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, Cindy Hansen,
I will make a motion to approve Cindy Hansen for.
all those in favor?
Second. Did we do
Just a second.
the other resignation?
What?
Oh,
No.
it was out of the room.
You stepped out, so there was some changes.
There was some changes that we-
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes.
This one,
So it's
this
possible.
one, this one, and this one, because of the way the contract reads. We don't have to renew or non-renew, it's just not a guarantee past the year if they choose to
So it-
renew,
it
so
did-
how it works. Yeah.
Okay,
Less stuff on the agenda, because it's pretty full.
So did you second, Cindy?
Yeah,
Okay.
second.
All those in favor?
Okay.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, Sean Barefoot,
Motion to approve Sean Barefoot for-
Second.
Any discussion? Guess we should.
nobody discussing, are they? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? A renewal, non-renewal of classified staff.
So really, I need to remove the non-renewals because we don't do that anymore. So I'm gonna remove that.
Yeah, let's remove that one.
It's renewal of classmates.
Yes, renewal.
Gotcha. I understand what's going on.
It's
Okay, came in right at the.
Teresa Delauder?
We can still go.
Are we doing the same thing?
Yep.
I make a motion for Teresa Delon.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Terry Seymour?
Seymour, I make a motion to approve Terry Seymour.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Sandra England?
I make a motion to approve Sandra England.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Aye, by the way, I'm not, I'm on,
You're eyeing on all of
I'm
them.
eyeing on the wrong one. Heather Elmore?
I make a motion to approve Heather Elm.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Rhonda McCulley?
I make a motion to approve Rhonda McCauley.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Stephanie Scuderi?
I make a motion to approve Stephanie Scuderi.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Raylene Lindstedt?
I'll make a motion to approve Raylene Lindstedt.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Yes, I can just go around, right on down the list here. Doesn't get it, that's does it. D. England?
I'll make a motion to approve Dan England, boys basketball assistant coach.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay. Stephanie Scuderi for assistant volleyball coach.
Make a motion to approve Stephanie Scuderi assistant.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Rob, what's your question?
So did they get different contracts?
Yes, there's a different contract for coaching versus their, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
They get
If
to
it's
the
a separate
different,
stipend, it's totally separate. Separate.
otherwise they'd have overtime.
So you have like a teacher contract, coach contract,
because
para
they're-
contract.
Yeah, I'm seeing basketball coach, basketball. coach. Like, why are these contracts different?
What do you mean? These different
Like,
than what?
why is A. Jones contract different than B. Sportsful?
Why do you think they're different?
Well, one we're renewing, one we're not.
We're not. No. I
We're
think,
renewing all of these, I think.
no, because this is one that was crossed out.
Or maybe they don't
We
want
can
to.
discuss when you get to that
Okay.
person.
Okay.
Well, we can't though, because we took it off the agenda.
Oh.
Beginning of the
Yeah.
meeting.
We
Right,
took
true.
that, we took that number
Very
off.
true. So maybe afterwards.
Okay, G. Webster, Gary Webster.
I make a motion to approve Gary Webster.
Second that.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Connor Sharadi?
I make a motion to approve Connor Sharadi.
Second that.
All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Doing okay?
Yep, I'm gonna have to go back and change names. 'cause I
Okay.
counted. It's fine.
Okay. Bolton England?
I make a motion to approve Colton England.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Fred Saltzwalder? Mr. B.
I make a motion to approve Brad Schwartzwalter.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? And Paula Wright for athletic director.
I make a motion to approve Paula Wright.
Second.
All those approved?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone not? Okay. Boy, that was a lot. Okay,
Recording of that.
I know, there's a recording. Hit the button. Okay, future agenda items. Gonna go back to our governance calendar.
Do you need me to send, do I need to write the letter to library and bring it back to the board to approve before I send it?
No, because the board approved sending a letter.
I think
just-
just capture
Just in case.
the sentiment.
Don't wanna-
Yeah, unless you would like.
Yeah.
us to-
They want to break rules.
Sure, that's fine, yeah.
No, the last responses we had to library were very well written, I thought.
I agree.
No, so
We just had a conversation, again, if they're,
it's a year contract.
any future agenda items, guys? Let's see, we do a budget, not till June.
Not till June.
Calendar?
Calendar is created by the leadership committee, the draft of it. We are still doing Mondays off. So far on Wednesday, we're meeting to the staff is meeting to decide what we want to do with PIR days before we send it to the board, because we hadn't decided that and they wanted to kind of loop in the staff more. Because we tried something new this year. I want to see if they still want to continue with that or do it differently. So we're talking about it on Wednesday. So we'll have it for you before the next board meeting.
And so it's the committee I haven't been on yet. The calendar one, is there a board person on that committee?
No, because we bring it, they create it and then we bring it to you for approval.
Okay.
There used to be.
There used to be, yeah. That's kind of, we usually ended up with two sort of options, and we would choose the option.
Yeah.
So, is that gonna be different this time? Just the one?
Would like to put on the agenda, next agenda
For the
Rock
teachers were given two
for
options,
Yeah.
the preferred.
Yeah.
Something.
yeah, Rock for the gravel out here. For the,
For the
Big-
poll.
in the big, yeah, the big hole out here at the bottom of the hill. And also for the parking area.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. At some point, buses will be.
Oh, yeah.
future agenda.
So, yep, I already have one quote and I'm waiting for the other one,
Okay.
but I did give them till the May agenda. So.
Right, so we're gonna
So
have a
possible.
bus contract.
And what about our bus? Can we work on it? Well, it's still not fixed. We haven't been able to utilize it all year.
The turbo was fixed, that ran good. Then it turned into a possible fuel pump issue. Maybe even due to gelled fuel in the cold. Since we're talking about it, if it were a perfect world, I would find a bus company that would let us rotate our bus in once a week. Because you can't just let it sit for months and then expect it to perform. Whereas, and I don't think they're gonna let us do that, but maybe we could at least reserve the option, like, hey, is it okay if we still pay you, but we run our bus, once a week, maybe, once a month,
Mhm.
to see if it's, just to make sure it's.
Plug it in and maybe start it once in a while.
Or maybe do some regular maintenance on the schedule for that. Drive it around.
I think any machinery that just sits is going to
Yeah.
not function.
So it was running, then fuel issue, and that might be cheaper,
So more future agenda, we're still doing looking at internship possibility for the?
We're still waiting to hear anything. So they submitted the grant with all the people that were interested to the Department of Labor and Industry, and we're waiting to hear back if it's kind of a let you know type situation. We don't have any dates or anything, whether.
Didn't we have to pick?
And I think
Yeah.
you said she's meeting all the schools that are interested, not all the people.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they are.
Thank you, because I did went.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, no, they have to meet all this. So the
Okay.
Department of Labor and Industry has to basically decide whether there's enough input throughout the state
Gotcha.
to want to do it, and then they release the grant money. So
And then, I don't know if this future agenda or just a matter of like process.
Mhm.
But now that we've accepted your resignation, like, do we just automatically, we're able to open her position, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Could we open it internally?
We can do both at the same time, or we can just
We
do
can-
internally
we can
first?
We can
Or-
just open it and then take the applicants as they
decide who
come
we want to. maybe.
and then
Yeah, so
read
we
through the
try-
resumes and then go from there.
Kind of the nice thing about doing both at the same time is that there's never a question of like, you know, that somebody was being given a position without going through a whole process.
Yes.
Kind of a nice thing about just like opening it and then, you know what I mean? Us doing our due diligence to
Yeah,
find the best
doing our due
candidates.
diligence, make sure we're doing it right.
Mhm.
So is that something that you post on the?
I could, but I need to know a whole bunch of things like salary, what parts of my contract you want to keep it
And
in.
on your jobs for teachers on OPI, for one. You guys could work together, I suppose, on how to draft it. And then, I could help you too for that matter. And then, we usually try to put it a couple other places too, like Indeed or the paper or, you know what I mean, like a couple of places, and then social media, of course. Yeah. But at least get it on the jobs for teachers, because I think.
But
that's
the salary, do you put negotiable or do you put a number?
What did it have when you applied?
70,
You had a
It
number?
has
And a
starting.
number.
Yeah.
70, and then I can't remember what was after.
Depending on-
Probably DOEs, yeah.
Yeah.
DOE.
Normally, from what I've heard from admin, they won't apply if there's not a number. Just because they don't even, do they want to go through the whole process before they find out what it is? So they normally.
The range too.
Yeah.
DOE.
We have reorganization of the board next month also.
Yay. So how do we come up with that number? Do we need to have a special meeting to figure that out? Like, how do we?
I think
I
the
don't
last
remember.
time we just put what his current salary was, what he ended with was what we posted was the beginning salary, I think.
Yep. And we go from there.
I'm pretty sure. I can look.
We'll get a,
Because people come in with all different levels of
right.
experience, education.
Can we do a little research and find out like what is around here now?
I
And
know that when I was brought on, I made less than the person before me when they started. Just saying.
She's not bitter.
Not at all.
Does it require a meeting for us to set the price?
That's what I,
Salary?
I feel like it does.
I think so.
So can we do some research on your end? We as in you, and then the you part of me. And then maybe the.
I think you can still open it, though. I think you can still open it and then just update the listing to
To be
put in the
determined.
salary.
Yeah.
What year did you start? The 22-23 school year?
Yes.
2020.
If I have, Peter's last contract was this.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Top secret.
It's public.
But like, it was 65,664.56. So yeah, we offered more than what the current principal was making.
I need more info.
There's no decision to make anyway.
No,
Okay.
but did we want to get together and discuss what we want to put on
After
our?
we do some research, maybe.
Okay.
Do you want to form a committee so you don't have to have a quorum? Just asking.
We could shoot our ideas
And remember,
Jim Cannon.
With admin, when we do the process, when we do an interview, it's the entire board, right?
Yes,
Yes, okay. Entire board, okay. And it's open to whomever wants to be.
they
Gotcha.
can come in and listen.
So we don't really need a committee for that part, just for the.
No. Okay, was there anything?
Since you're reorganizing next month,
Mhm.
I plan to resign, if I could do it at the beginning of the meeting,
Okay,
maybe prior to the meeting, you could interview candidates to replace me. And put them in that meeting, I think.
yeah, then we can reorganize and add that person at the same time.
Because that's how I was at.
So I'll tender an official resignation at the next meeting and then.
Can we pull
You
the
want-
I gotta
position?
get you out the
Hold
door.
on. Do you want to
Whatever, Rob.
send an email beforehand so that they can interview people? Otherwise, they can't interview anybody before you've resigned.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It's like, Annie sent an email saying the next board meeting will be my last.
Okay.
So that we could interview before that happened. And then if you change your mind, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
always
see,
just
I'll see
like,
how things go this week.
So we need to be getting the word out that there's
possibly opening.
possibly.
opening. And how much longer do you have in your current term?
He just renewed last year, so
2 more years?
Him and I were the same.
2 more years.
So whoever is appointed would serve up to 2 years. Yeah.
And then I do.
Okay, is there anything else?
You want to put the bus on there, did you?
For our bus,
Yeah.
I feel like we either need to fix it and figure it out or sell it. Because it's fun to have, but it's not like,
Can we gather
In my-
information and talk about it? Like, I want to know what's wrong with it and what.
Have we ever used it?
a couple times
Like trips and stuff?
for activities.
We talked about,
We used it last year for cross country.
okay,
Yeah, a couple times. Then a couple times per year, or a couple times in the last few years.
So,
we haven't had it that long.
We haven't had it very long.
so last year they used it for every away cross country thing. So that was
I think
6 weeks?
Yeah, and then a handful of, maybe less than a handful of.
I think we
trips.
took, it was one of the buses for the ski trip, not this year, but the year before.
And then
then
did
a
we
couple
just get it the
of
years before that? Like, we haven't had it that long, right?
We've had it for a few years.
We've had it for.
Two.
We haven't had it up and running for a whole.
No.
No, it took a while to get it going. I think once get it licensed and get it, all that kind of stuff.
Did I tell you we finally got the title for this? Oh, no. Yay, we finally own it for real.
So we've been using.
Okay, so I
Would
put
it be
that,
possible for the bus to have like a stipend for somebody, offer a stipend for if somebody wanted to go get their CDL and to drive it? I'm not offering, I'm just wondering because we just don't have anybody who can drive it, even when it is working. It's awesome.
Austin's too young to drive it. But we do have bus driver that's hired that gets an hourly wage for his driving. So if we hired more drivers, it would probably fall under that same hourly wage.
okay, is there anything else?
That might be enough.
Yeah, really good.
Were we tabling the classified?
Oh,
wage
yeah.
Thing, is that future agenda?
Yeah, that's the future agenda.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, they wanted to, meet and
Discuss.
discuss some things that they wanted to bring to the board. The classified did, so, yeah. That's good that they're doing that. Okay, anything else?
Yeah, contract
Pardon me?
negotiations. We done?
We're waiting to hear back from
Is that what you
them.
just said?
They're drafting some language,
Oh.
just
Yeah,
language.
they're
and so
draft, yeah,
It's not money, so.
yeah,
Yeah.
It should maybe, I'm hoping, right, Katie, one more meeting, be done, right? She's still there? Oh, okay. It shouldn't take too much longer.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm here. Yeah, no, I'm hoping and praying it's one more meeting.
That's the
Hope and
goal.
pray with me.
Okay.
all right,
Absolutely.
thanks, Katie. Okay, that it? Okay, Rob, you're up.
Move to adjourn.
All set.
Possibly.
Me.
Depending on what happens this week.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Thank you, everyone, for coming. Be careful going along.